oil and reducing and things, guys, at reducemyfuel.com. That's reducemyfuel.com. Drivers have been warned of rising fuel costs, and things like this don't help, due to a surge in global oil prices and more cars on the road as winter weather thaws. That is why tens of thousands of drivers are beating the greedy oil companies by spending less at the pump, all thanks to this amazing little apparatus, guys. It's incredible, this little device. It is an intelligent, let me just show it to you. It's really, it's just a little device. It's a little, and it plugs in your car, okay, or your truck. It'll plug right in there, and it's made for almost every car, just basically every car that's out there, or truck made here in America. It's amazing. It's an intelligent fuel-saving device that easily installs, and it helps reprogram your vehicle to lower the fuel consumption. Experience this incredible cost saving that it offers at an exclusive 50% off only by visiting reducemyfuel.com. That's reducemyfuel.com. Look what I did. Upgrade your car with this intelligent fuel-saving device, easily to install, begins turning your vehicle's ECU for lower fuel consumption. It's called the EcoFuel, and of course, there it is. It's just does amazing effect here. It's extremely amazing how this works. But you know, you can, now that the engines are so tied into the computers and the AI manifestation that goes on now with our vehicles, that by lowering your fuel consumption each time you fill the gas station using the EcoFuel, you are actively doing your part to decrease the harmful carbon pollution caused by transportation. This device is easy to install. Just follow the quick, easy 6-step list of instructions and then go. Locating the OBD2 port in your vehicle can easily be found through either your vehicle's user manual or on the instructional panel within the EcoFuel packaging. Every car that's 1996 or newer has this capability. Every car from 1996 and on. So it's virtually every car out there for the most part. So I want you to find out about it. Go to reducemyfuel.com. Now let's talk.
Following a conference of European leaders on Monday, French President Emmanuel Macron asserted that, quote, everything that is necessary must be undertaken to ensure Russia's defeat, including the deployment of troops. In response, the Kremlin cautioned about, quote, the inevitability of a confrontation between NATO and Russia if alliance troops were sent into the conflict, breaking a significant taboo that the West had been hesitant to challenge. Macron hosted the conference just over 2 years after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, with the aim of garnering increased support for Kyiv, which is confronting escalating battlefield challenges and depleting ammunition stocks. Presenting a bleak portrayal of Russia under President Vladimir Putin, Macron argued that there had been a recent, quote, change of posture, noting a hardening of Russia's stance both domestically and in Ukraine. While there was no consensus on the sending of Western ground troops to Ukraine, quote, nothing should be ruled out. We will do whatever it takes to ensure that Russia cannot win this war, Macron added. France 24 reported, quote, we are convinced that the defeat of Russia is indispensable to the security and stability in Europe, Macron added. Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico, criticized by some for his perceived closeness to Moscow, acknowledged disunity among European leaders on the issue after the meeting. Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson of Sweden, poised to join NATO, downplayed the idea, stating that, quote, it's not on the cards at the moment. The Italian government clarified its position, stating that support for Ukraine did not entail sending troops. A NATO official, speaking anonymously, underscored that there was no plans for NATO combat troops to be deployed on the ground in Ukraine, despite the alliance's commitment to providing unprecedented military support. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said in a message on X, quote, "We agreed that everyone must do more for Ukraine in Paris yesterday. Ukraine needs weapons, ammunition, and air defense. We are working on it. It is clear there will be no ground troops from European countries or NATO," he said. Wendy's is gearing up to experiment with an Uber-style surge pricing model where the prices of menu items will vary throughout the day based on demand. This implies that popular items like the Dave's Burger may cost more during peak lunch or dinner hours. The fast food chain's controversial initiative, set to undergo a high-stakes trial next year, could pose an additional financial burden on Americans already grappling with high inflation, especially those unable to shift their meal consumption to, quote, off-peak hours. Wendy's CEO Kirk Tanner unveiled the new system during an investor call, revealing that the Ohio-based company plans to invest $20 million in advanced menu boards capable of real-time price updates without incurring extra overhead cost, the New York Post reported. While representatives for Wendy's, boasting over 6,000 nationwide locations, did not disclose the extent of potential price fluctuations, the move is poised to reshape the fast food pricing landscape. A recent poll by the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, also known by the acronym of FIRE, a First Amendment organization, reveals that nearly one-third of Americans, including similar proportions of Republicans and Democrats, feel that the First Amendment provides excessive rights. Additionally, over half of the respondents indicated that their local community should not permit public speeches endorsing beliefs they personally find offensive. FIRE Chief Research Advisor Sean Stevens expressed disappointment with these findings, stating in a press release on Tuesday, quote, "Those results were disappointing, but not exactly surprising. Here at FIRE, we've long observed that many people who say they're concerned about free speech waver when it comes to beliefs they personally find offensive," he said, Reason reported. Quote, "But the best way to protect your speech in the future is to defend the right to controversial and offensive speech today," he said. Conducted in collaboration with the Polarization Research Lab at Dartmouth College, the survey gathered opinions from 1,000 Americans on free speech and expression. The results highlighted that over two-thirds of respondents believed that America was moving in the wrong direction concerning the freedom to express their views. Moreover, only 25% of those surveyed agreed that the right to free speech was, quote, very or completely secure.